and welcome back to another episode on Sundays with the Versachis. Today's episode is slightly different. Today we're focusing on raising awareness around depression and anxiety. And with me today I have the beautiful Jolene Trump. Welcome.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
You're welcome. But before we get started, I would like to read our scripture for today, and it's found in Isaiah 41 verse 10. And it says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, and I will uphold you." So be blessed. So back to Jolene.
Thanks.
Jolene, please tell us a little bit more about yourself.
So, I'm Jolene. I am a mom to an 11-year-old daughter. I'm a midwife by profession. That is just one of the things I love to do, babies.
Oh, you
And
know.
so I find myself now in a position where I can just be a blessing and an encouragement to moms
Lovely.
in one of their most vulnerable times.
Yes.
I think I'm a people person. I keep on saying like I'm a nice person. So
I agree. I think she's a very nice person.
So that is my pride. I'm a nice person,
Uh,
and yeah, it's just what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
With me.
I
No
love it. I
pretense
love
ever.
it. So, Jolene, please tell me what made you go into this field of work? Like, waar die passion of je liefde vir daai
That was just it. People say I didn't decide. It decided for me.
Okay.
I was going to do nursing because I wanted to help people. I love babies, so midwifery was just an obvious choice for me. So that's where it all started, my love for babies. And when I got into the profession, I really discovered my love for women
Yeah.
and just wanting to encourage. So that is my everyday mission, is just to make women feel empowered and to make them feel safe. I always say to everyone I know, like, I can't change the whole world, but I want everyone that need me to say like their life was a bit better because of me. That
yes.
is my goal. I don't need to get paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
If I can just change everybody's life that I touch,
Yeah.
that's amazing. That's what I want to do.
Guys, ek smile van binne af, but you didn't can see it. But she's just warming my heart because that is something that I stand on firmly. En as ons meer mense soos die kan hê, dan sal die wêreld so 'n beter plek wees. Ek believe that. So, before we get right into it, we've had the introduction of, and May was Mental Health Awareness Month, Secretary.
Yes.
So I know we moving past May now, yes. So obviously this is something that doesn't go away, and it's not determined by a month to only speak about it.
Yes.
But it's something that is become, they call it the 21st century. What is the word? I can't remember the word.
Yeah,
but
it is the thing
yes,
that people...
the thing that's killing our people.
Yes.
And because a lot of people don't speak about it, a lot of people hulle suffer in silence, man. So this brings me to the fact that not too long ago I saw that you put a post on Facebook where you spoke about the fact that you suffer from anxiety. And ek het so appreciate the fact that you've been so real on your post. Guys, I will put the post up. I hope you don't mind. I will put it up. And a lot of people responded, and I think because Jolene was so authentic, it's like what she said, what you see is what you get. But she's also explained to the people reading the post that there's this moment where you're sitting with your tears, but also how you rip yourself kind of reg, and then you weer your smile op jou gesig. And I can imagine for you, being in your profession, there's expectation dat jy moet 'n sekere way wees. Jy kan mos nie sukkel en jy goed gaan nie because jy werk met mense.
Exactly.
So please tell us more about that.
So my point of that post was I'm very aware that there is people that look up to me, or people that see me as I won't say a role model, but to appreciate who I am.
Yeah.
And I have always prided myself on being like there for everyone and being strong for everyone, even when I was struggling. So what I wanted to show was, even though I look happy and I have I'm funny and I have all those exciting things to say, I do struggle too.
Yeah.
And it's okay, because I used to be so hard on myself. I never allowed myself to feel those negative feelings. It's like I used to always say, like, I just store it. And that is actually from doing that. That is where my breaking point came, because I was just trying to be too strong for too long.
Yes.
So now I've had to realize that I'm human and I'm allowed to have weak moments. It doesn't make me a weak person.
There we go.
And I don't have to hide it, because we can be, we try to be everything to everyone.
Yeah.
But what happens to you?
Yeah.
Like
you
keep giving, you keep giving. And my dad used to say to me, I'm the most important person in my life, not even my child. Because if I'm happy, she's good.
Automatically.
If I'm struggling, she's struggling. So I need to take care of me. And I wanted to show people, especially a woman and girls out there, you do not have to be strong every day. But when you are feeling weak, remember that's not all you are.
Yeah.
You are not weakness. You're just having a weak moment, and that's okay. So I wanted people to know, this is how I felt this morning. I went through all of the feelings, and then I told myself, like, do you know who you are?
Yeah.
So then you pick yourself up and you go on, and you have a great day.
Yes.
So just feel what you're feeling.
Yeah.
That's very important.
I love that. And what I wanted to ask you, a lot of people say when you are in that mind frame, alles is donker om jou, jy wil ook nie met niemand interact, you just in your room. And I think that is where al die verkeerde thoughts na jou toe kom.
Yeah.
So, can I ask, or do you go through that sometimes?
I do. I have my days where, like, I have an amazing partner in JC. He's like, I had to teach him a lot through what I was going through. Because if you've never been depressed, or you've never struggled with anxiety, you cannot even understand or imagine how bad it is. It's not just me having a bad day, like someone made me angry and I'm off. Like, anxiety will wrap your mind in this negative frame, where even if I could tell someone tomorrow is going to be better, in that moment I cannot see that for myself. I cannot see that tomorrow will be better. So it's important when you're having your good moments. That's why I take a lot of pictures, because I want to remind myself that there's good moments. So if I don't want to dwell on the bad and just sit in that, but it happens. I don't want to speak because I am engulfed in all of these negative thoughts and worry. So people, even when my daughter wants to speak to me, I don't want that, because I just want to be in this dark bubble. But you cannot stay there. You cannot stay there. You have to remind yourself who you are. And prayer has helped me so much. There's just nothing you can do without God.
Hallelujah.
And just the reminders, all of when I'm reading the Bible, I write down the positive things, the promises. And God telling me who I am. And I always say, I know who I am. And I know my value. So when I'm having my bad moments, I indulge. I feel bad, I cry. Just a few days ago, I cried so much, my eyes were hurting, but I was going through it, and I knew that tomorrow would be better. That is the thing. Don't sit in it, don't dwell too long. And if you are struggling to get out of that funk, there's nothing wrong with speaking to someone, nothing wrong with needing medication. Do what you need to do to get better. Because you cannot also just wait for the waves to come. You need to be proactive. So that is what I did. I got help. I started speaking to someone. I was on medication for a while. And that is you loving you. You need to take care. Because if someone says to me, I'm feeling this, I'd say, okay, let's do this and let's. So give yourself the same grace.
So Jolene, I want to know, so when you're in that dark place, hoe kom jy uit daar? Hoe lang vat dit terwyl jy daar is? Like for me, they probably won't understand, and I need you to make us understand as far as you possibly can, especially for the people watching. Because I think a lot of people fight it lightly. They take this very lightly. En wanneer te laat is, dan word jy iemand net self moord gepleeg, because we didn't know it's that bad. So please take us into that mindset of...
you know what I think? I think the people struggling, like me, I also didn't know how dark it could get. I've always thought that I can handle this. You know, I'm just gonna relax for a few days and then but it doesn't work like that. Because depression is literally a thing in your mind. It's a chemical imbalance. It's not a feeling. And that is what people think, this feeling will pass. The feeling might pass, but the disease of depression and anxiety is still there.
Still there.
So what I've also struggled for years until I found what worked for me. So getting therapy was the number one thing. And going to a psychologist is not just you telling someone your feelings and because that you can do to your mom, your dad,
Yeah.
so anyone. But it is literally devising a plan, a care plan for you.
Yeah.
Because not everyone needs the same things. Not everyone struggling
Yeah.
with depression or anxiety needs the same things. So what I do is I write down what I feel. And I have a very good support system, and not everybody has that.
Yes.
So my people encourage me to say what I feel. Because speaking about it makes it real, not just in your head. Because I'm having this dialogue and conversation and saying this is what's going to happen and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But it's not always real.
Yeah.
So when I say to someone, I feel like this and this and this, that person says, but have you ever thought of maybe it wasn't that way, maybe it was this, and then you see the light, like okay, because anxiety it can swallow you. It can make you only see the bad and the negative,
Yes.
and it can really drive you crazy if you don't pay attention to it. So I do whatever you need to do. Self-care is not just taking a bubble bath, shaving your legs. I get so annoyed when people say like self-care and then they show like doing facials. Yes, that's very important, but taking care of your inner being is of the utmost importance. And also being honest with yourself where it comes from.
Yes.
I have had to be so honest, and it was not comfortable because a lot of the things that I deal with now comes from my childhood, and I didn't have a bad childhood, so I felt too bad to link it to that, even because that would mean my parents failed me.
Yes.
But they didn't. They did what they thought was best for me at the time. So be honest with yourself about what's the cause,
Yes.
where does it come from. It's not easy. That is why I held on to my trauma for so long, because I didn't want to even mention it. Because a lot of the things you never I dealt with things in my life as a child and as a young woman, awful things, and I never shared it because I always wanted to look like I got my things
Yes.
together. So that is one of the biggest reasons people don't share, because they need to look like they've got everything sorted, and it makes you look weak if you say
of
like,
course,
listen, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
It actually is the bravest thing that you can do to say, look, I am struggling, I am
Yeah.
not coping. Because when my daughter was still young, I went through it. I'd say probably 2015. And I just went to work and came to bed and slept. And she basically had to do her own thing
Figure
to
out
occupy
just,
herself, because I didn't even have the capacity to be a mother. I did what I needed to. I paid the things I needed to, but emotionally I
Yeah.
wasn't there because I was struggling. So I got help because I wanted to be the absolute best that I could. So when you're going through stuff like that, whatever works for you, journaling has helped me a lot. Meditation has helped me a lot, because with anxiety, your mind is never quiet. There's always something going on. It is almost as if your body craves that, just being
Yeah.
anxious all the time. So meditation has helped me just to switch it off
Yeah.
and not think of anything, not hearing anything. Find time in the day, every day, for yourself. Even if you have to wake up half an hour earlier, it's gonna be junk in the beginning because
Yeah,
everyone
you're not
wants that
used to it
5
also,
minutes
yeah.
extra. But do it for you. You need to be good to yourself. So meditate, pray, go for a walk, whatever works for you. What I do, I write it down. I have my sounding board. I can tell him all the things that I'm feeling.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't want him to give me advice.
Yes.
So that is also, find out from your person. If your friend is struggling, or your partner or your child is struggling, ask them, what do you need from me
Yes.
when you're
How
going
can I be
through
of
it?
support? Yeah.
Because not everyone, I don't always want you to give me advice. Or sometimes people say, let's go for a drive. I don't even want to get dressed. I don't even want to wash. And now that's extra pressure because I need to do what you asked me to do, because people pleasing,
Yes.
it is also a thing. So find out from tell your people around you, your safe space, your support system. Look guys, this is what you can do for me. A cup of tea. Maybe just give me 5 minutes or an hour alone. Take my child, you know?
Yeah.
So you need to also be very clear to your support system, because they don't know how to support you. Because not everyone wants, like I said, the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe words of encouragement works for me, and if someone can just talk to me or give me a hug, that makes me feel better, but not for everyone.
Yes.
So you need to be very honest, firstly with yourself. Where it comes from, what is the origin of these feelings, and also remember that a lot of times what you're thinking, that is not even the reality.
Yes.
Because my anxiety makes me analyze. If you don't tell me things, like give me details of how things are going to be, then I form my own thing in my head, and then that makes me anxious. So I've had to be honest about what my shortcomings are also, and that doesn't make me less of a human, because none of us are perfect. And that is where my thing stems from trying to be perfect all the time. And then you don't want to ask for help, because asking help equals weakness. That's nonsense. Forget about that. The strongest people know when to ask for help. And the ones who are not strong yet, we struggle in silence because we want to keep up appearances. So honesty to yourself is the number one thing, and then to be honest with the people around you also about what you're going through. It doesn't make you less of a human. You are still amazing, because I'm still amazing, even in the moments when I'm struggling. Because even with that post, that was my struggle moment, but I could encourage so many people in my moment of struggling, and that makes it worth it for me. And I'll always keep being honest about how I feel and what I'm dealing with, because I can always help people. And just the one thing that I also want to say, our parents did what they thought was best. We are a lot more enlightened now as parents and as young people, so we also need to take care of the generation after us. The one of the important reasons I wanted to sort out my mental health was for my daughter, because I wanted her to see what I do, how I cope, and she is very aware that she can say, "Mommy, I feel like crying," and I don't know why, and then we cry, and then we fine after that, because crying is so good for the soul. So cry when you need to. I'm a crier. I am a crier. I cry for everything, but it cleanses my soul. And growing up, people used to call me weak for crying or sensitive, or I used to always be the sensitive one. But it's because I feel so deeply that it's okay to be sensitive, because I can help people through that. So nothing is ever a weakness. You can make anything a strength if you try.
Wow. Dit was dus 'n information session, guys. Like
overload.
This is news is geniet. Like I'm literally hanging on your lip. For me, that's maybe not that clued up. It's really informative to know. And I'm glad that you touched on the part, us as human beings, the parents of the child that's maybe going through it, the sister or the brother of the person that's going through it. You don't know how to support, because in our human nature, sal ons sê, "Ag, dit gaan okay wees, man. Ag, kom ons vat jou vir 'n drive. Ag, let's get out of the house a little, maybe fresh air will help you." But it was so important that you mentioned that is altyd wat die persoon needy. You need to ask them what it is that we can do to support you, because that is the best person that would know what they need at the time. So Jolie, is there any message before we end off to people watching this, people who's going to watch this? It can be months later, it can be when we air the episode, but what is the advice that you want to give them?
The most important thing I want to say is that you are not weak for admitting that you are struggling. That is number one. That is very brave to come out and say, "I am not okay." And then also in our communities, it is most, if you're feeling bad, just get over it. Come on, lig net yourself up. And also a lot of people will say, "But net man, yes, prayer is amazing, but do not ignore the signs, because in the last few weeks we've had young people committing suicide.
Yes.
And then I've had this conversation so many times where people say, what do they have to worry about? And with mental illness, if I don't like the word, but when you're struggling with your mental health, in that moment, this little thing seems like a huge thing.
Yeah.
So to the people around, if you see someone struggling, don't even tell them that it's not that bad, because that makes you feel bad for feeling bad.
Yeah.
So that is one thing I can say to the people that need to be your support system, and also to those struggling with anxiety or dealing with it every day. Just know that you are strong. You are always stronger than you think. You are always more brave than you think, and you can overcome anything. And it's literally mind over matter, because our minds will tell us anything, but you know who you are, and you know where your strength comes from. I don't know how I would have made like this last few years if I didn't have prayer, and if I didn't have God, and if I didn't have people praying for me. So that is, I always encourage everyone to pray for your friends, pray for your partner, pray for your parents. Even when there's lots of things in relationships where people are struggling, especially with parents and whatever. So be honest about your feelings. I've also had to deal with things that are so uncomfortable, but I know long term I'm going to be happy that I did it. So even when it's so hard to speak and you don't even know where to start, because that's the thing, you want to put things in order so people can understand. I feel this way because of that.
Yeah.
Mental health don't always work like that. There's no logic. You don't need to explain to people, I feel this way because of that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just feel and we don't know why.
Yeah.
That is okay. That is okay. You are human. Feel what you feel. But know who you are. Know who you are in Christ. I mean, He's given us everything that we need, and He's got our lives planned ahead.
Yeah.
We don't need to be worrying about what is going to happen. Just live in your truth and live in your peace, and things will just go as it's supposed to.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Jolie, for coming
You're so
into
welcome.
having this talk with us today. I'm sure so many people would find this so helpful, so encouraging, and so motivating. And I pray that God will continue to bless you in using your voice, using your experience to speak to women out there, not just women, but people going through what you're going through. And I believe that just greater things is going to happen for you. Dis van die begin, dis van die begin. En dis is so bly ons gaan 'n pad van die begin gewees.
Oh yes, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here in your journey.
I thank you so much. Guys, before we go, I just want to read something. And it says, you are not at fault for where you are right now. It is okay to be afraid, but don't give up. The thing about depression or anxiety is that it lies. You got to fight to be here because it does get better. All of these lies will eventually go away. You just have to hold on. It doesn't get to win. It doesn't get to take you. You are stronger than that, and you are worth more than that. It is possible to overcome this. And I also want to bless you with a song. It's probably familiar to a lot of you guys, but I feel that the words is so relevant and so fitting to today's episode. So be blessed. There will be mountains that you will have to climb, and there will be battles that I will have to fight. But victory or defeat, it's up to me to decide. How can I expect to win if I've never tried? I just can't give up now. I've come too far from where I started from. No I just lift my head up to the